You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
The 2025 Catalunya MotoGP Sprint Race truly delivered a thrilling battle that had the crowd in the stands roaring. Fabio Quartararo put in an outstanding performance on his Yamaha, immediately dominating the race from the start with a steady pace and confidence. However, behind him, Marquez on his Ducati Lenovo looked incredibly agile, keeping close tabs on every corner. Drama ensued when Marquez tried to overtake Quartararo in a fast section. Marquez's aggressive maneuver nearly brought the two riders into contact, and Quartararo even lost his balance momentarily. However, both riders displayed extraordinary skill in controlling their bikes, preventing a serious incident. Quartararo fought back, cleverly closing the gap, but Marquez proved his quality as a champion with a final attack on the final lap. This bold overtake earned Marquez his first podium finish in Catalunya, while Fabio Quartararo had to settle for second place despite a fierce start. This short race once again proved that the rivalry between Fabio Quartararo and Marquez is always an adrenaline-filled and unpredictable spectacle, two modern MotoGP kings both hungry for victory. Here's the full story. The 2025 Catalunya MotoGP Sprint Race was truly an extraordinary spectacle, keeping fans in the stands and in front of the television screens on their toes until the finish line. Yamaha star Fabio Quartararo put in a strong performance from the start. Starting from the front, Fabio immediately dominated the race with his trademark aggressive riding style. His Yamaha YZR M1 looked increasingly competitive, especially in corner exit acceleration, making Quartararo untouchable early in the lap. However, the shadow of Marquez on his Ducati Lenovo was always on his tail. Marquez, already known as a racer with a winning mentality, appeared very confident. His Ducati V4 truly demonstrated its superior top speed and stability in fast corners. Marquez gave Quartararo no room to rest, remaining close behind, waiting for the slightest opening to attack. Tensions mounted as the race entered the midway point. Marquez made a daring maneuver in a fast corner. The overtake nearly resulted in a close contact between the two. Quartararo appeared unsteady and nearly lost control, even the crowd held their breath watching the dangerous moment. However, thanks to incredible reflexes, both riders managed to avoid a major collision that could have ended their race prematurely. After the near-contact incident, the atmosphere on the track intensified. Quartararo refused to give up, cleverly closing the racing line in several corners to hinder Marquez's progress. The crowd in the stands roared every time the two exchanged tactics. Yamaha versus Ducati was truly a classic duel, providing a non-stop adrenaline rush. In the final laps, Marquez increased the pace. With the Ducati's unstoppable speed on the straights, he finally found a golden opportunity. A brilliant overtaking maneuver in the final sector of the lap allowed Marquez to overtake Quartararo cleanly yet aggressively. Although Quartararo tried to fight back in the final corner, his efforts were ultimately unsuccessful. Marquez crossed the finish line first, securing victory in the 2025 Catalunya Sprint Race in his trademark daring style. Fabio Quartararo had to settle for second place, even though his performance throughout the race was highly praised. The rivalry between the two became a major story of this race, proving that the Marquez versus Quartararo duel will be a major highlight of MotoGP 2025. This victory not only added important points for Marquez in the championship fight, but also further solidified his reputation as the king of short races with his uncompromising fighting style. Meanwhile, Fabio Quartararo learned a valuable lesson. Even though Yamaha is increasingly competitive, facing Ducati with Marquez remains a major challenge to overcome in future races. This dramatic battle in Catalunya reminded MotoGP fans of the era of classic rivalries, where two top riders not only competed on bikes but also mentally and strategically. Fans are now eagerly awaiting the continuation of this heated duel in the next round, which is sure to bring even more drama and surprises. Marco Bezzecchi, the Aprilia racing rider, finally gave his comments after a dramatic race at the 2025 Hungarian MotoGP. During the race, Bezzecchi was in the lead and tried hard to maintain his speed, but he faced tremendous pressure from Marquez, who was constantly tailing him. After the race, Bezzecchi admitted that the duel against Marquez was a very tough challenge. I pushed the bike to its limits, trying to maintain my rhythm and not make any mistakes, but Mark was really fast. From the start, I could see he had incredible pace, and every time I tried to pull away, he always managed to close the gap, said Bezzecchi. According to him, Marquez's advantage was evident in certain sections of the Hungarian circuit. Bezzecchi noted that the Ducati rider could exit corners faster and had stability that was hard to match. In some parts of the track I felt pretty strong. But when entering the fast sections, Mark seemed to have an advantage. He could maintain the bike's speed very smoothly, and that's what made it hard for me to breathe in front, he added. Bezzecchi also revealed that the mental pressure coming from Marquez was a major factor. Knowing that Marquez was constantly within a very close distance, Bezzecchi's concentration was slightly disrupted. I heard the engine sound behind me, he was there almost every lap. That made me think more, not just about the racing line but also how to defend. In the end, I knew I couldn't keep the distance, he said honestly. Despite failing to match Marquez's speed, Bezzecchi still took many lessons from this experience. For him, competing directly with a rider of Marquez's caliber is an important moment to gain experience and mental toughness on the track. I'm disappointed that I couldn't maintain my position, but this is also part of the process. I have to learn how to deal with that kind of pressure. Mark is one of the best riders in the world, so it's natural that it's difficult to break away from him. But this is a big motivation for me for the next race, he concluded. With the results in Hungary, Bezzecchi emphasized that Aprilia still needs to find more consistency and technical strength to truly match Ducati's speed alongside Marquez. However, he believes that with the team's hard work and his experience competing against tough rivals, the top podium spot is not impossible to achieve.
Rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine,